Hello, uh, it's me again. Um, uh, this is part three um, of control uh, mechanisms set in place to keep us humans in check without using force. Uh, Psychologically, um, it works very well. Uh, I personally think um, we touched on education as a starting point. Uh, then money, which, um, you know, education system and money, we touch base on. And I think I want to move on to um, mis and disinformation. Now, this form of control is, uh, I believe it's the most dangerous uh, weapon. It can even be used as a weapon. The Russians actually invented it during the Cold War. Um, at any rate, uh, yeah, it's more dangerous than any. It's it's grave. And what it consists of is governments or leaders of countries will uh, push a narrative. You know, they which starts with the elites. You know, they pull all the puppet strings. You know, everything you see, hear, taste, touch, smell with your five senses, seven, it's all because that's what they want you to experience. I mean, sure you have your everyday life and you know your own little world and make choices that affect you and others around you, but in the grand scheme of things, the elites already know where your life path's headed, and you don't. Hell, you don't know what tomorrow's bring. You might get hit by a Guinness truck, you know, and uh, it's the alcohol that really killed you. you know, who knows? You never know what. Never take tomorrow for granted. But uh, the elite sure do bet on you living, work off that debt. But anyway, when a government pushes a narrative to the populace for years and years, they do it over the course of 10 to 20 years, then they flip it. They flip the narrative. And what they was pushing is the exact opposite now. So the misinformation that they started with eventually flips and becomes disinformation. And the really fucked up thing about that is once a populace, once a population uh, is told something for so long, just like the conditioning the mind with the education system, the human mind uh, knows it. You know, they've pushed it for so long. This misinformation that the human mind, hey, it's been that way for 20 years, and oh yeah, that's um, And when they flip the narrative, the population don't believe it. It's already got the false information out there, everybody believing it, and it's they're never going to change their mind because it is what it is. You know, the people, you know, important people, so-called, politicians or whoever, ain't nothing but a bunch of scumbags, if you ask me. Because every politician, same thing, over and 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 over. The freaking hamster wheel, it should be broke already. But that damn thing keeps spinning. But yeah, um, population will never change its mind. It's going to believe what the misinformation, the misinformation was false to begin with, is embedded, ingrained. So uh, when they tell the truth, it's they they can hide it. I mean, they hide it right in plain sight, because they are telling you the truth now, and yeah, but you don't believe it. So, uh, yeah, it's one of the ways they keep the status quo. You know, and this form of control is to keep, you know, disorder. You know, keep 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 a disorder to everything. Keep confusion, chaos. For example, global warming. This is a hot topic right now. They started pushing the misinformation, the false information about global warming uh, years ago. I'm not sure how many years ago, to be honest with you, but uh, you should know about Al Gore, an inconvenient truth, you know, uh, was the poster child for the elites for this false narrative, this misinformation, and uh, hell, he even won the Nobel Prize for the damn movie. It, my God, you know, uh, it's sometimes I even have a hard time wrapping my mind around some of the shit I think about. Um, you know, uh, but anyway, now they're flipping the script and turning it into disinformation because now they're telling the truth about, and we're going into a grand solar minimum. The sun goes through cycles, and uh, you know, it's there's a woman I listen to a lot. She's a physicist, and her name's Dr. Claudia Albers, and um, could possibly be the smartest woman on the face of the earth. Uh, you know, um, really, really knows her stuff. Uh, and the sun's not, you know, fusion engine. It's got a solid core, and it's plasma and electrons, you know, positive, negative, and neutral electrons heat up and is what gives the light. And that's proven by sunspots because if it was hydrogen and helium molecule, fusing together from the core, then there would never be a sunspot. I totally agree. And I research more and more. The electrical universe does make more sense. So I am a subscriber to a lot of her theories, including stellar cores. But anyway, the sun goes through these cycles and cools down, and the magnetics between and everything, it puts us in a cooling period, and they're trying to say that, we're going into a grand solar minimum now, and, the people won't believe it now. Still got people believing that they're leaving a carbon footprint, and you're never going to change their fucking mind. Ever, ever, never, ever. They will go to their grave feeling guilty because they breathed the air, you know? And that's bullshit, you know? You know, somebody shouldn't feel bad about, see, that's the whole narrative. There's so many different, you know, so many different things set in place. It's like a chess match, If you move here, they got you there. You move there, they'll get you from over here. But the mis and disinformation is not only a form of control, but a weapon. Now, it's the only form of control that isn't just a physical form or uh, psychological. It can actually be used as a weapon, a psychological weapon. And you young folks out there who are don't know nothing but what this common core shit teaches you. Um, you need somebody in your life that is gonna at least challenge you to expand your mind, to open your mind up, to let, you know, to not be so concrete on, I was taught this, so that's definitely the way it is. Um, yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to um, reach, younger people who may not have anybody in their life that's going, that that can plant seeds. You know, um, it's it's a shame. You know, uh, a lot of young folks' parents, aren't awake, and I'm not saying that you know I know everything for sure, and this is the way, because I have an open mind and I'm a free thinker, and that in itself is the elite's worst enemy, is a free thinker, because a free thinker doesn't accept because that's what they're supposed to do, or somebody says so. A free thinker will find out themselves. See, and that's what I'm trying to do. You know, open some minds to open them up enough to have a chance to become a free thinker. And the mis and disinformation um, was a real quick one because it happens. I mean, through the politics, and I mean that's all politics are anymore. You know, is mis and disinformation. So you know, but we've hit money, we've hit education. Well, education, money, mis and disinformation, um, which I want to next video I'm going to try and have a little better laid out. You know, not such so freestyled. And the one thing I want to kick off with here is um, food for thought is ask yourself what it is you believe. Okay? Uh, you know, on any topic, you know, let's just say um, our skies lately and the chemtrails, the different colors and whatnot. Um, ask yourself, uh, you know, hologram moon, you know, sun simulator. If you know anything about that stuff, ask yourself, do you have an open enough mind to even give it a chance? Or are you so closed-minded that never could happen? So battle yourself, challenge yourself to think about it. Food for thought. And as always, peace out.